Good morning, everybody. We are here in map number 1 of the first of 3 best of 5s. We got a long day ahead of us as we get into Infernal Shrines. The left side will be RIP, right side is going to be Storm League Enjoyers. I have lost my Discord channel. Hold on. There it is. Coin flip, won by the members. Coin flip, won by the members of RIP. They will go for first pick priority and ban away Volskaya and Garden of Terror. We've got Storm League Enjoyers, of course, with map pick. They'll ban away Dragonshire, Braxis Holdout, and choose to take us to Infernal Shrines. Got a couple bans coming through here, and we'll be setting everything up for our prediction as well. So this is going to be Storm League Enjoyers on the right side. So the thing to mention here is that this is standard Heroes of the Storm, no tournament shenanigans, no reverse draft order picks, no tournament baseline bans, no meta madness, no shenanigans. 90 heroes up and available to celebrate 10 years of amazing MOBA action for the best MOBA out there. God, I can't talk apparently. It's going to be Chromie Blaze band away on the left-hand side, Garrosh and Lucio on the right, and we'll have a first pick Junkrat. Nothing too crazy with that. First pick Junkrat is just going to be good poke. Since the Blaze is not available, of course we have to get something else. We do have things like Dahaka available. And this is going to be Storm League Enjoyers going in for a lot of control out the gate. They have Umbral Bind, they've got Drag, we do have potential for Johanna later on as well. Works well with this composition, just a lot of control, a lot of, well, CC as well. Junkrat, Hogger, which is not too surprising. You set up the bounce around the objective phasing, mobility is pretty good, camp clear is fantastic, and his heroics are great. They're going to pair that with a Muradin, who has the baseline Stormbolt, Piercing post level 10. We have been seeing a lot of Haymaker lately, so we'll see if it's going to be Avatar, Muradin, or Haymaker. We've definitely got a lot of really good value from Haymaker, and a lot of fun from it as well. Mid-ban phase, both teams needing a healer. I wouldn't be surprised if one of those gets targeted, or if both teams target healers. There's going to be Anduin removed. I mean, Muradin, Hogger, all great targets for Light Bomb. They can still go into a Genji as well. Will there be a Brightwing consideration? Double Global is sometimes played together. I'm not 100% sure. For Storm League Enjoyers, it's been a little bit since I've seen them. Malfurion's not a bad ban either.
Remind yourself that overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer.
Okay, sure. What's up, Kel? How you doing today, bud? Diablo will be banned away on the left side. So gonna get rid of the main tank for the hard initiation. I still think that they can go into Johanna on the right side, pick up a little extra wave clear with a mage, and then, well, I wouldn't say flex, but they actually realistically grab a tank and grab a healer here. Then you can flex on the last pick if you want to go into a mage, if you want to go into an auto attacker. Do you need some blinds? Do you need aggression? Do you need percent base damage? Do you need a Medivh? Alright. Good morning, Kel. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, everybody. We are waking up. It is early. But we are here and we are casting. Last 2 picks, though, as I mentioned, need a healer, and maybe they go for the Genji. Get in the back line, harass the old man.
Ana checking in.
They're gonna grab a Falstad and an Ana. Ana did have changes the most recent patch, so we are seeing her a bit more. And Biter Grenade changes were pretty nice. Deadeye level 20. I mean, there's decent... Honestly, actually, Nano boosted Hogger with Hog Wild level 20 with the no control. That's not too bad. Last pick. I personally like the idea of a Gul'dan here. I think Gul'dan would be absolutely phenomenal. Jaina works as well. But Gul'dan Wave Clear is just going to add so much to this composition. Horrify is really good. You can go Rain of Destruction. Mosh Pit, Rain of Destruction. Early, time for a beer then. No, I gotta help my neighbor move after I'm done casting, so no beer. Probably, I'll probably grab, like, a beer on the way back from helping them move, but yeah, no beer today. Maybe tomorrow.
Alright.
Map number 1, we are loading on in. First map of the day. Happy Saturday, everybody. Hope you're having a wonderful day, morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you are. This is it. This is we're actually we're just literally going to listen to the music. That's it. First custom load of the day always feels long. Don't know why. A lot of belief in the Storm League enjoyers, though. Oh, and we can do player comms for RIP. Because they have, they're actually using the in-game, or the Discord chat channel. Right side of the map is Infernal Shrines, the Storm League enjoyers. You got a Raizu Dahaka, Mopsio on the ETC, Mac will be your Deckard, Arion is the Maiev, and Itrax will play the Gul'dan. Left side of the map, the secret of Infernal Shrines. There's your Easter egg. But we got a Hygao Falstad, Azzy playing Junkrat, Svenhager, Krankle Muradin, and Vac is on the Ana. Q build Falstad, Gathering Storm. We got Third Wind Muradin, Contact Grenade for Ana. We'll also be seeing Hogger on the Prowl, as well as Extra Wound Timers, Gul'dan, Echo Corruption. I'm more a fan of Pursuit of Flame, but hey, either way. Echo Corruption is just also a really hard talent to finish out. That's why I like Pursuit of Flame. But there's so much really good stuff you can get. There's cooldown reduction potential, but I don't think we ever see Gul'dans really take that. There's other talents that are a little bit more useful than that. We have Enhanced Agility, Block Party for ETC. We'll see the Sapphire, Deckard Cain, and Pursuit of Justice for the Maiev. Falstad into Dahaka for the solo lane. Not what I was expecting. Kind of thinking it was going to be the Hogger, but I guess not. It's a little bit of a change up on how we're doing our laning right now. Falstad... Because, like, if you're going Gathering Storm, I thought you'd be in the 4-man poking at the enemy team. Either way, interesting. First Punisher, by the way, will be Arcane in the top lane. Falstad just working on the wave. There's a little bit of a scuffle, kinda. Krankle threatening around the bottom lane camp. Power slide from ETC lands. Good root from Deckard Cain with the Sapphire slow amplified. Muradin Dwarf tosses back. Lands the Stormbolt. The Biotic Grenade misses, but the healing darts won't. And Krankle lives. No early game kills to be achieved. Falstad pushes up top, as I think Dahaka was showing in mid lane up against the Junkrat, so gonna use the Lightning Rod for some extra sustained damage, and gets most of the tower. A couple auto attacks thrown back in, a hammering as well. Sleep Dart goes out. Trying to see if the enemy is stepping up. Looks like Valara's DC'd. I believe that's a caster, though. Oh, wow. All right. Sudden Vengeance for the Maiev. You've got the Hero Stalker for Haka. Junkrat's going to go Trap build. You got the Consume Soul for Gul'dan here, which this is the one I was talking about, the Fel Flame talent. You get cooldown reduction on Corruption by hitting Fel Flames on enemies, but pretty much everyone goes into Consume Soul, instantly kill a minion, and heal for 462 health. Has 3 charges currently. Oh, what is the charge cooldown, by the way? 25 seconds. And that healing does scale, as you actually did see it scale up as they hit level 6 there. Corruption thrown in, 9 stacks for Gul'dan. 9 stacks from the Falstad on his Gathering Storm, as we do have Hogger and Dahaka in bottom lane. Sven will not be pulled out of position. Falstad floating around here. ETC... No, just kind of zoning. Okay. Anchoring, zoning. In the rotation up into top. Dahaka can probably rush knock into this. Falstad will help clear out the camp. Spear to Vengeance in from Maiev. No activation on the teleport. We have a few skeletal defenders being picked up here so far. That's a good Stormbolt. But Maiev is going to be fine. Vault of the Wardens avoids some of that damage. Mopsio power slide. The slow onto Murda. Dwarf tosses away. We do have a rush stuck in for Dahaka. And it looks like Murda will be pulled out of position. Dark Swarm will take him down. And Storm League Enjoyers will find first blood into Rip. All right. Not too bad at the start. We'll also be seeing healing debuff for the Decker Cannon at level 7 with the Emerald. Auto attacks on the Mopsio here. A little hammering from Falstad to pick up more stackage. Maiev is going to 39 the objective, while the allies around the map will push things up a little bit. They're just going to soak for level 10 casually before getting objective. That'd actually be wild. But getting some early siege... Oh, wow, that was a really good corruption. Getting some early siege onto the fort front gate before getting the Punisher helps. Getting camps is nice as well. Mopsio's alone on this. Sleep Dart goes out. The camp will be grabbed. Rai lands the drag into Crankle. As ETC power slides onto this. Falstad Umbral Bind applied. Falstad barrel rolls to safety. The Impaler camp still not moving into lane, but getting some low shots. And this is actually going to be objective phase. Oh my god. Damage over time, damage over time, damage over time. Bro, the Gul'dan damage was insane right there. Hello? There's just so... It was so... Oh, Falstad flying up. But Maiev is going to be able to step up here, and with the help of Decker Kane as well and some potions, this is going to be siege. Opening up the fort front gate, but that's all we're going to really see right here. Heroics on the right-hand side. We'll cycle through those other numbers for stats. Get a little staggering blow into the Dahaka. He looks for a drag, but Hogger will not be pulled out of position. Horrify, Containment Disc, Stay a While Lesson, Isolation, and is ETC going to go Stage Dive? Or Mosh? Because Horrify can be anti-synergistic, of course. It also could be the tool that horrifies away the enemies, and the solo mosh, or the moshed targets, will be bursted down. Eye of Horus for the Ana, so we will see that Deadeye level 20 if we make it there. We have the, not Power Spike, Shockwave from the Hogger, Power Spike's 20, Riptire, Junkrat, Avatar, Muradin, and a Gust Falstad. ETC still holding 10. I feel like it's going to be with Shockwave and Stormbolt and Gust and Riptire and Concussion Mines and Chattering Teeth and Sticky Wicket. I think this is a stage dive game. There's just so much to get, so much to interrupt a mosh, and you'd basically be sitting there trying to bank on a 5-man mosh almost. Dear Lord, the damage onto Maiev. ETC power slides in. Eye of Horus activated, but can't avoid Valicio. Nicely done right there. First kill over to the left-hand side of Rip, as our next objective phase, Mortar Punisher, will be up very soon in the bottom lane. Gul'dan 17 stacks currently. Did go into the Hunger for power at level 7, increases spell power by 15, but reduce healing received by allies by 25%. Bottom lane being opened up, that's also our next objective area, so Fort Front Gate being taken down, Rip can push up with this and potentially have a major structure taken down. But right now, it's just going to be rotations, looking for 13, and waiting for objective announcement, which, as I mentioned, should be soon. Alright, so they'll leave this to be channeled by Ana. Bottom camp is about to come off cooldown. And we do have player comms for Rip, so we will jump into those. We'll do it when the objective phase gets announced, and look at that timing from me.
We can just clear there or
Push
easy.
mid.
I'm
What's
coming
going
mid now. I kind of like
I'll go top.
really strong now.
I need to clear that siege camp.
Yeah.
They're all missing, watch on rotation.
It's easier. I'm gonna put the trap here.
Wait,
Deep.
It's Mosh.
Mosh, okay.
Starting the shrine,
Things start there.
setting up the spin.
Watch out top. Never mind if you see them.
Okay, I have the spin set up.
One
They
of you
can't
on
win
top.
anymore.
let's split, let's split.
Look hold on here.
Look at that.
He's walking now. He's walking to us. Look.
Here.
Yeah.
I'm disced. Am I fine?
Yeah, I think you're fine.
Blessings popped. Blessing popped. No
Use
disc, no
everything
blessings.
on A2C.
You dog.
I kind of want to clear this top camp first. I'll get a lot.
I mean, just play around the spin,
It is
please.
deep, it is deep.
Yeah, just play slow. Get the camp so we can. I have nothing.
I'm flying.
Fine.
I'm flying here.
Ben's
Just poke the objective down.
80.
yeah. 90.
Play slow.
Guys,
I need
We have a
to
big lead. No lick.
Try to start poke. I stun.
Fine. I'm fine.
mine.
It's seen us line. We need to go aggressive.
Yeah, spinning in.
Decker.
Yeah, Decker stun.
It's silent.
I need help here.
You're fine.
Look at Decker.
Play for shrine maybe.
Don't get
Get
trying.
the shrine.
I mean, we need to get the kids. They're all one.
I have stun.
He's gonna jump.
Let's have a jump.
Yeah.
I dodge it.
Spinning here.
Build on maybe?
I'm getting chased in the
I
Narnia.
have ulti now. Ulti.
I'm gone. Watch out.
He's gonna jump split.
I got him. We also get top for it. If we can.
I'm not here for a while. I'm not here for a while.
This is super fine.
Season here.
Okay, jump. I have the spin. Oh.
Maybe look on this.
Yeah, I'm backing. I need
All
my.
top side.
All right, we get to jump into some comms. I hope that was informative for all of you. I did my best to highlight what they were talking about at times because they did use shorter terms like, you know, blessing used, ancient blessings. You've got lick for Dahaka, things like that. But either way, not a bad hero comms to hear right there as Power Slide from ETC does connect onto the Muradin. This Dahaka has to pop Essence as he does look to back away. Riptire coming out from Junkrat as well. Containment Disc will interrupt the Riptire. Getting no activation. The Horrify from Gul'dan does connect onto Falstad, but he ends up gusting some low healthful targets into the enemy team. The Eye of Horus will assist in a kill on Junkrat, but Gul'dan and Decker Kane will fall. Excuse me, opposite. Sorry. The Eye of Horus helping out with the kill onto a few of the enemies here. Junkrat will be taken down in the end by the enemy, but still a 3 for 1, and you get the top lane for it. Next objective phase will be frozen in the mid, and Falstad's already opening up things there. Not a bad engagement coming out from the side of Rip, as they find 5 kills to 4 on the enemy, and 16 talent tier by actually just a whole level lead. Hogger gets it with Containment Disc. Is he still mid-spin? He is indeed, so he'll be able to just back away. Fan and Knives go out from Maiev. 8 stacks on Enhanced Agility. Falstad putting pressure onto the bottom lane fort right now. Structurally, it still is very even between both sides. 5-5. Top fort down on both teams. But I think we're going to see a rapid amount of structures falling soon, as we are kind of in that 16 area, the mid to late game, as we would say. Auger setting up a bounce, getting into nowhere, actually. I think the idea was to bounce onto this point and then get a staggering blow, but it didn't line up, and the team calls to just disengage, give the camp to the enemy, and clear and push. So, Junkrat in bottom with a little bit of poke here and there. The same to be said in mid lane as well. Falstad clearing out that camp, and Paler's pushed up a little bit. Next objective, Frozen Punish should be announced pretty soon. I think we're about a minute or so. And during that time, we do have Fallen Shamans. Oh, it's 30 seconds. We are 30 seconds away. So Hogger will start out camp over here. Dahaka on the right side. Falstad pushing up the wave in top. Eking ever so closer to 20. So we'll see the upgrade on Eye of Horus with the Dead Eye. is the assumption. Might just go dynamic optics, who knows? Steel Trap finds ETC. Another one thrown into the bush. It has got to trap them all at level 13, so you have the extra secondary trap available. Concussion Mine to zone. No activation. Oh, wait, hold on, Maev? No, she'll be fine. Ancient Blessings coming down from Deckard Cain. Will have Muradin Avatar activated. The Riptire from Junkrat. Zoning the enemies a little bit. The Chatter and T2 the same. Dahaka brush stalking on the left side as the Riptire is utilized for just the objective. Since Dahaka brush stalks in, the drag will miss. We have Hogger still bouncing around 50% HP. Gus from Falstad to push back the enemies. Maiev Spirit of Vengeance back in with the teleport. Amethyst onto Muradin. He'll be fine for the time being. And it looks like Storm League Enjoyers are backing away, giving the objective to the enemy squad. Haka clearing and grabbing experience in top really quick. Falstad to do the same. Frozen Punisher coming in through the mid lane. We've got 69 stacks for Falstad. Nice. Enhanced agility for Dahaka's almost completed as he did Hearth back for full. Mid fort will go down here. Maiev just trying to push out bottom. Looks like Falstad will be able to grab the wave here really quickly. No interrupt on Maev's Hearth. Junkrat looped back into the ally squad from the bottom lane. I thought they were going to siege with that Falstad, but Gush Mine lands onto Dahaka. He'll be able to just back off under the ground, and Fort and Keep Front Gate do go down. Bottom Fort should fall as well. 20 talent here on the left side. Cannonballs. Hog Wild with the no control. We've got the rewind for Muradin. Wind Tunnel Falstad. Wind Tunnel. Anyways, Deadeye for the Ana as well. So Aya Force cooldown reduced to 6 seconds, but only regains new rounds every 10 seconds. Remaining cooldowns converted to rounds. For every hero Aya Force hits, increases damage and healing by 5%. This bonus resets after leaving Aya Force. So interesting how that works now. So you can see here you got 6 stacks or 6 charges. You can't actually because it doesn't show very well. Maybe we'll be able to see those stacks up here one day. That'd be actually really convenient. Oh, Mortar Punisher for the top lane up next. If one, it's going to go to a Keep Front Gate on either side, but 20s will come through on the right side. Gul'dan's not done with his Echoed Corruption, but still has that Ruinous Affliction. We've got the Imposing Presence ETC. Did go into Encore, even though it was nerfed by 1%. I was curious. We've been seeing a lot of people go into the multiple enemies hit with Face Melt cooldown reduction. Respect the Elderly, Shadow Orb, Vengeance. We've got the Haunt for Gul'dan, Contagion on Dahaka, and ETC's new Bolt of the Storm, Ride the Lightning. Cooldown 70 seconds, but reduce this cooldown by 10 seconds every enemy hero hit up to up to 50. And it does have teleporting damage as well. Potion or two going out on the ETC. Some cannonballs from Junkrat as well. Hammering. Junkrat able to get the Concussion Mine. Fan and Knives poking onto Muradin in the bush. As we do have our Hogger working on bottom lane. So Gul'dan, Deckard will be working on this camp on the right. Stormbolt from Muradin checks the bush. Doesn't connect onto Maiev, but she was there. And here comes the Mortar Punisher in top lane up next. No player comms, by the way, for Storm League Enjoyers. They are not utilizing the Discord, so I do not have the access to jump in. And if we did jump in, it would be Polish. So we wouldn't be understanding it either way. Well, 20s on both sides, full heroics available, and Junkrat pokes at this camp. Gul'dan does the same. Falstad getting a quick wave in mid. ETC slept. Stormbolt, Shockwave. That's going to be a really good blow up onto ETC. Riptire. Forest, the Deadeye trying to take down Mac over here. The no control will. The Horrify from Gul'dan was utilized. Falstad on the right side being harassed by Dahaka as the Junkrat gets chunked, but the hammering from Falstad gets revenge. Sven and Haigao trying to chase down Aryan here. The Eye of Horus Deadeye gets activated. And that is going to be 4 members falling on the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Muradin already pushing up the wave. Falstad did get rid of that fallen Shaman. Hogger sets up for the objective. Falstad should be moving in to open up top lane even further with the allies around. Dahaka does what he can do best, and that's just grab some soak in a lane and stay far away from the enemy so you don't stagger out of death. Alright, good damage onto the keep in top lane. And our Hogger will finish things out over here. The death timers are going to lapse, and this will be defendable. Maiev might be... No, she'll respawn. Dahaka does get a camp for bottom lane. Pushes this wave up onto the fort, so... Small consolation, may be able to get this fort here. We do see people rotating down to bottom. Falstad's flying here to try and save the fort. And is going to be able to do so? Really? They 39 the objective to save the fort. I love it. Catapults are arriving through top. Left side wave is, or camp is being tagged. The Haka will step up for that. Hammering thrown out from Falstad as well. Itrax is hearthing out. That's going to be his Ride the Lightning in from ETC. Junkrat, Concussion Mine to the side. ETC Mosh Pit. Nobody. Actually, Ana is inside. It also does zone. Riptire connects onto Itrax. The no control bouncing from so many players. The wind tunnel from Falstad. The Sail Well. Listen from Decker Cade. Does root and lock down the Decker Kane, or the Hogger, and will get the kill, but Deckard still falls. Muradin gets the Stormbolt into Gul'dan. Falstad lives for the time being as Dahaka looks to step up. Punisher is currently on core. Spirit of Vengeance thrown in, but a Stormbolt does connect as well. Horus teleports from the Spirit of Vengeance. The Eye of Horus gets activated. And that'll be Maiev taken down. Falstad burrows back. It's a huge heal from Ana, but the core will fall. And that is going to be map number 1 over to the side of Rip. Alrighty, everybody. We are back in it. Ads have literally just finished out. The timing on my side is impeccable as we get into Battlefield of Eternity for map number 2 in our first best of 5 of the day. Obviously, Rip has won first map as they do have the score of 1. It looks like first pick, first ban will be opted in by the members of Storm League Enjoyers, so this will be Rip choosing to take us to Battlefield. Garrosh will be the first ban, as maybe Storm League Enjoyers want to play something divey, something aggressive. The Garrosh ban leads me to believe that. Krankle also has a really good Garrosh, but Krankle's just a solid tank player through and through. Lucio will continue not being in the house as we get our final ban on the left-hand side for Battlefield. Will we consider a Hanzo for a ban potentially here? I doubt it. It's not really been the priority ban. Blaze was the second ban from Rip in map number 1, and they won, so why not ban the Blaze? The enemy team will probably first pick it if you let it through. Gonna get rid of the Vala. Gonna get rid of the sustained damage on Vala, but I would be surprised if they didn't just go for Blaze here. Good wave clear, camp clear. Objectives, damage is okay-ish. Zoning potential can be very high. Bunker's a good utility. But they're thinking about it. They're thinking about something else, and they're gonna go for the Maiev again. They're gonna go for Maiev. They want the Warden. So that does leave that opportunity over on the left-hand side for that Blaze if they want to play something divey and aggressive into something that could be like. My anticipation is that Storm League and Enjoyers will play something divey because they got rid of the Garrosh, and Garrosh can be such a hindrance to dive comps. It's not like you draft them into that and you win the game, but oh my god, are you serious?
Redemption.
Sven Samuro, huh? With a Hanzo as well. Not a bad start. They could Abathur this. There's like a small amount of me that thinks they could Abathur this, but I don't think they will because we'll see. What's up, Elite Sparkle? How you doing today, bud? Good to see you. Happy Saturday. Hopefully the weekend has been treating you well. We are just getting going. And thanks for coming by. Maiev, Muradin, and Blaze. So the Blaze still does end up on the right-hand side. Muradin will be grabbed as well. Okay, so not as divey as I thought. Not as, I was thinking that we'd get like a Diablo instead of the Muradin, but not going to be the case. Raymane to be removed. Obviously, they're going to Cho'Gall. Obviously. If Greymane's removed, it's an obvious Cho'Gall, right? Obvious. Ana will be target banned. The Ana last game was really good, so I cannot blame that target ban. But Anduin's still up and available. Brightwing, Malfurion, Kharazim if they want to really go aggressive here. So probably main tank and healer.
Grant us strength.
I like that. I like that. ETC giving you a bit more control. Face melts, power slides, potentially imposing presence, which we've been seeing like almost every ETC taking. And they can flex this last pick, which could be the Abathur. Like I know it's kind of silly, but I do think they could actually run the Abathur in this. Right now, at least. Healer needs to be picked up on the right side, and either a Bruiser, like an Imperious, or Thrall, or you pick up a... Okay, they'll pick up a Mage and Li Ming. Okay. Their race potential wasn't the best, so I don't disagree with the Li Ming here. Raymane already banned away, Vala removed as well. Some of the top tier racers, so Li Ming is up there as well. Will they Abathur? That is the big question. I know I've been hounding on it, but it's one of those things where it's like, maybe, just maybe.
Finally.
Alright. Alarak. Alarak will be grabbed here. I actually like the Alarak a lot. Telekinesis, Discord Strike, silences, a little bit of poke here and there. This is a fun draft. Let's get into it. Also, Carl, half an hour ago, thank you for the follow. Appreciate that. Sorry I missed you, bud. Left side of the map, up in this best of 5 series, looking for a clean and quick 2-0, or 3-0, excuse me. We have got Rip with Hygo on the Alarak. Velatio is on this Malfurion, Crankle ETC, Hanzo played by Azzy, and Sven on Samuro.
The battle begins in 10 seconds.
On the right-hand side, looking to make this a 1-1 score. And our best of 5 series is Storm League Enjoyers with Raizu playing Blaze, Li Ming to be played by iTrex. Aryam back on that Maiev. We got Mac with the Deckard Cain and Mopsio Muradin. So, Deckard Cain 2 games in a row. We've got Way of Illusion level 1 for Samuro. So it's going to be mirror images getting those critical strikes onto enemy heroes to increase the damage, and when it's completed, you get even more damage. Alarak will reduce his base sadism with the extended lightning, so he's going to be looking to try and get 3 enemy heroes in between, so typically like hitting a minion or the forefront gate, so just trying to get that setup there for multiple enemies. As the telekinesis comes through, the power slide from ETC, there's going to be a Root from Malfurion with the Emerald Dreams level 1. Hanzo goes Redemption level 1 in ETC with the guitar here. We did have a buff onto Hammer On level 7, so I'm assuming that'll be the grab for Krankle. Magic Missile level 1 for Li Ming with the Force Armor. So 50 spell armor is nice, but also the passive is the big thing. Li Ming's Mana Regeneration is increased by 100% while below 35% power slide from ETC lands on the Maiev. She has the Armor Bind applied as Malfurion is kind of zoned back a little bit. Muradin with the block stack level 1. Not power slide, sorry. Spirit of Vengeance from Maiev allows her to back away. Adrenaline Stimpack for Blaze and Pursuit of Vengeance on Maiev. As Samuro, I'm watching Sven here. Wait, is that a new update? Oh no, it's because okay. It's because I had vision on Sven's character. I was like, wait, we get to see the critical strikes stackages? That's so cool. Because like Raynor, it's built in baseline. You like always see it. Same with Orphe as well. So that's actually that'd be another really nice adjustment for that to just be permanent in the Observer. Ooh, that's a good power slide into telekinesis. The root does not land. Krankle will be taken down. A reset to Li Ming, but denied any more damage by the minion wave, eating the arcane orb. 7k to 10k. Nicely done, everybody. Mag and Aryam will Hearth out for full. Malfurion do the same. Alarak goes negatively charged level 4 as well. They are now a baseline not only for casters. The critical strikes, if I click on Blaze, it's not there anymore. If I click on Smurro, I can see it. But like Raynor, you always see it. Orphea, you always see it. That's what I was getting at. Like, 'cause I also have the thing just, yeah. The player card is minimized as well. Triumvirate for Li Ming. Samura with a few more autos onto right here. Getting a little bit of stackage. Almost like 10 stacks there, I think. Power slide from ETC. Alarak with the telekinesis. And a second kill goes over to the side of Rip. As they push in a camp to bottom lane, Maiev Spirit of Vengeance. Umbral Bind was applied to that glaive, trying to get the hit there, but does not manage to do so. So Samuro's just currently clearing things out on top. That part is weird. Yeah. It's Heroes of the Storm. Everything is weird, but it's the best MOBA on the planet. Umbra lands onto ETC as Alarak is able to telekinesis to the side. We do have a Stormbolt for Muradin and some magic missiles being thrown out as well. Alright. Immortals go to the left and right side as scripted. Samuro getting a few autos in here onto the enemies. We actually have Brawl breaking out. Big face melt from ETC. As the root from Malfurion does lock down one. ETC goes down. That's a reset for Li Ming. She tries to find more damage. Mirror image from Samuro does get a few autos here and there. We have Muradin chasing on to the real Samuro. Lands the Storm Bolts, but they're unable to follow up further. Immortal phase will go over to the left-hand side, and Rip moves it in through top lane. Alright, Potion of Shielding, level 7 is just about to roll through for the members of Storm League Enjoyers. Small, let's call it a half a level lead on the left. Sonic Arrow for a bit of vision. Spirit of Vengeance. The Emerald Bind is applied. The Savage Spin from the Immortal telekinesis, and your Discord strike to lock down Maev, and she will fall. Even more sadism to be reduced at level 7 with applied force. Power side from ETC at max range finds this Decker Kane, but the face melt knocks him out of the root, but then he actually steps back into it and still gets taken down. Alarak will fall here, losing whatever little sadism he has garnered and gained. And the fort will sit here with 500 HP. 976. We were close. And it's going to be Seeker for Li Ming at level 7. You have that Emerald from Decker Kane for the healing debuff. Crankle does not step up further onto the camp, thinking he was going to try and contest it. ETC did not go hammer on at level 7 either. I'm a little surprised by that. Good power slide onto Maev. And gonna go Pinball Wizard. Hitting an enemy with power slide causes the next face melt against them within 2 seconds to deal 300% more damage. And did also go for the loudspeaker level 4. They will take down top fort in the end. First major structure to fall in favor of Rip as Samuro pushes bottom lane. By the way, this is a double elimination playoff, meaning the loser of the series will have one more chance in the tournament. And that'll be tomorrow. Yeah, today we're doing all upper bracket. And then tomorrow is, the Dragon's Arrow from top lane doesn't connect. The mosh pit from ETC will go out, getting one. No interrupt onto him just yet, as we have a 2 of the telekinesis onto Maev. She'll be able to Spirit of Vengeance and teleport away. Hanzo with the scatter off the wall. Samuro looking to step up with ETC, and Li Ming does go down. Next Immortal phase is going to be here. 10 seconds to go. They just got a double kill. We have objective phase coming soon. So let's go ahead and listen in to Rip Comms.
I fight for the glory of the high heavens.
Okay, erase. I'm just playing them. I think they're doing Bruiser. Maybe they're looking at you guys.
Yeah, they're probably doing it.
Alright, maybe we do Bruiser now?
Yeah, let's see where the Immortal falls.
Yeah, we might have a good fun. Oh, the Muradin maybe?
We can, yes.
They are desperate, they're desperate.
Watch out.
They're looking. Blaze no way.
I need...
No bug.
I'm super dead. I'm super dead.
Trying to block Sming spell.
Ah, my god.
Gonna raid slowly.
Really no jump.
You can find.
Try to get out.
Yeah, I'm fine.
No more
Go
death.
forward,
No,
they're not racing. It's 5 for us.
I'm getting some waves. Sending copies.
No plans.
They're racing. You can start.
Yeah.
Maybe? Ah, no, there's. Mura
Only
jumps.
one racing.
Mura jumped.
It's only Ming racing. It's 4 there.
We can wait.
Getting one more wave.
Who's tapping?
They're more racing now, I think.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on the Ming. That
Poking
would
it.
buy us even more time. Get ready to step up.
We need some clones to provision
It's
it.
on Maev
They
here.
stopped racing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm on the Ming. Ming is coming now. They're 5 again.
Yeah, just play it slow. That's some
Yeah,
more
let's
cook.
poke it.
Maev sitting there.
I'm hitting the Immortal.
Sleeping.
Okay,
One fine.
we just try to get out.
And,
Don't have anything.
I'm dead.
It's fine, we win
I'm
the
looking
race.
to arrow here. Just see if I can get one here.
On Ming?
Yeah.
Got the Immortal on my head.
Okay, just don't die.
I'm on my till maybe.
Killing them.
You can double
Yeah,
glow.
run them down. Run them down.
I'm running no mana.
It should be at least.
I don't think we get a kill, but we can at
I
least
think
I
I
just,
can stop already.
Yeah, I'm there.
Yeah, get 30.
racing.
I will cleanse this land from your corruption, Hellspawn.
I love the part where they're like, they're desperate, and then they lose 2 members. I mean, the desperate play from Storm League Enjoyers had a shining moment, but in the end, Rip did manage to pull things back around. The Sven Samuro harassment onto Li Ming worked out great as well. And beautifully done. Beautifully done. Good to hear from the comms here and there. What's up, Freaky? Good morning, bud. Stormbolt into the containment disc. On to Hanzo. ETC is looking for a mosh potential. It's actually on 10 seconds. And Li Ming gets a couple resets here. Oh, the humanity as 3 members fall. Maybe make it 4. 110 sadism for Alarak as he did go pure malice. He's gonna lose it all. No! Counter-strike gets nothing. And Sven, yikes.
Thus
The only one in top.
I must rest for a time.
Those 4 kills actually might sway this entire game. The experience is really dialed back in. Yeah, look at this. 4,400 to 8,400. And then, all in all, it's 40,000 to 40,000 with maybe 100 or so difference. Of course, passive experience is different because the structures have been taken down, but Storm League and Gyres might be able to start turning this around right now with those multitude of kills. Death timers have elapsed. Samuro's up in top lane. Alarak rejoining the allies as well. Scatter goes out. Camp to be cleared away. Fort front gate taken down. Samuro working on top lane camp. Murden rotating into that area. Samuro clone will be microed to try and slow down the enemy. Can Samuro get it in time? He is 1v1 up against Murden for the time being. Alarak is going to be coming through. Tries to get that level 1 finished out. Containment disc onto the real Samuro. Can he? Oh, no, it wasn't. He swapped at the last second. Okay. There's a 1.5 second silence after that, so he wouldn't have been able to swap, so good thing he did it beforehand. So camp will be stolen away. Alarak goes and just grabs, clears that out, gets the lane experience. So, blah, blah, blah. Hanzo starts this camp on the left-hand side. Alright. Next Immortal spawning in the north-south positioning. And we'll see. If it's won by the left side, if it's won by Rip, it will go to top lane with the current settings. If won by the enemy team, it will go to top as well, so see what happens here. 16 on the horizon for both sides. Pull away the talents and see what we got going on for this objective area. Power slide onto Maiev. Face melt again, but the root and the sleep does connect. Silence attempted, but it doesn't connect in time. Moshpit from ETC finding into a couple. There's going to be a stay while and listen. Li Ming getting some of those Seeker values. The Spirit of Vengeance, the power slide lands right onto this Maiev. She jumps inside the bunker, and Samuro has the final damage to take down Li Ming. Malfurion gets the other healer with his Moonfire. Actually gets a double kill for the allies. Power slide finds the Blaze, but he's already moving on out of this, and Alarak tries to poke here. Meanwhile, Camp pushing bottom lane onto a keep. Hanzo's working on objective, and Samuro clearing a camp in top. Uh-oh, wait. Bottom lane. Face melt to push back the enemy. Level 16 for Alarak with the Lightning Barrage. As you just saw the value right there. Opposing presence on that Muradin, as well as the Giant Slayer for Hanzo. Telekinesis into the root. There's a silence as well. Face melt from ETC. There's a Stormbolt back into him. As Krankle gets a nice heal from this Malfurion. Meanwhile, Hanzo has just been working on Immortal. He had Redemption done, so the auto attack speed was really good there. Immortal is very healthy. It is going to be heading into top lane. This could be a game-winning moment. But we do have that Mirror Ball level 16 for Li Ming. We've got Bonk Staff on some... Wait a minute. We're going to go bottom? We got Bonk Staff on Deckard Cain. Juggernaut plating for that Blaze, as well as the Vengeful Knives on Maiev. But either way, here we go. See what we got going on for top lane siege. Magic missiles firing out. Arcane orbs as well. Muradin waiting to find some engagement. Malfurion moonfires the bush to the left. There's a Dragon's Arrow connecting onto a few. ETC power slides in, met with an immediate containment disc, but that is going to be Deckard Cain burned down. ETC will fall as well. He's going to try and get out of here. No level 20 for Ride the Lightning. No death metal either. Malfurion Tranquility was activated. And it is going to expire. The Immortal moving into melee mode as it does take down this keep with a couple autos. And is this game winning right now for Rip? Are they going to be 2-0 lead in this best of 5? Will they have the advantage to take this series? That'll be Maiev falling again right now. Samuro auto attacks on Amopsio force them to dwarf launch away. The core shielding is dropped. The core health is getting reduced quite rapidly here. The Immortal does get cleared away. The Jet Propulsion finds 2. Alarak does have 105 sadism, by the way. But the core is going to fall, and GG will be called. Map number 2 over the side of Rip. Welcome back, everybody, into the Heroes 10th Anniversary Cup. My name is Bahamut. On the left-hand side, it's going to be Rip up in this best-of-5 series in the upper bracket. Winner goes on to the upper bracket final today. Loser will be going down to the lower bracket, and we'll see them tomorrow morning. Chuma Spider Queen, this is going to be the map choice of Rip, as the losing side of Storm League enjoyers have opted in for first pick priority. The standard bans continue with Lucio and Chromie. Is there going to be a Samuro ban? I doubt it. It's going to be Garrosh again. Okay. Garrosh removed. No Garrosh for Crankle. I don't remember. I think he was banned in the first map as well. So I think it's been 3 maps of just Lucio, Garrosh banned away on the right. Chromie and Diablo were banned away the last map. Chromie Blaze were banned away in the first map. So what is it going to be this time? What's the flavor Rip doesn't want to deal with? They could go for the Diablo again, or even Blaze. Both of them are really good for this map. Gonna be a Mephisto, as Itrex does have a really good Mephisto in their repertoire, so nice target ban. Mephisto really good for this map, and it will be Dahaka first picked on the right-hand side. Alrighty, nicely done. Good boy, Bandit. Why don't you lay down? You're shuffling around so much. So Dahaka's your first pick. I mean, he's just solid solo laner. Doesn't really show much of the draft or direction or what's being built up on the right. What do they want here? What do they want as their opener? So very reminiscent of map number 1. They're going to go for Junkrat and Hogger together. Map 1, though, I think they had the 3rd pick and they picked up the Muradin, because it was first pick Junkrat and then it was Hogger Muradin, but either way. I think it was that. Not 100% now that I think about it. I forgot to make the Switch prediction.
Balloon, grant us strength.
So combo of Tracer, Tracer Malfurion. You got a Dahaka as well. Last 2 picks are obviously a Cho'Gall. Yeah, exactly, Kel. Exactly. Cho'Gall. Yeah, you said it right, bud. No, I think it's going to be something standard and simple. With a Tracer... I mean, it really depends on what they want to go into, but I was thinking Johanna realistically is not a bad ban, especially for this map and the double soak. And ban on the right. Muradin's up. Diablo's up. I doubt there's any consideration into Arthas at all, but Arthas does do a decent job into Tracer. Varian can be considered for the ban. It's not like Varian counters Tracer, but Charge Taunt is really nice. It's gonna be Brightwing, so they get rid of the polymorph. As Tracer wants to dive in, and then, you know, your polymorph you can't recall, so that's not too bad. They really can go into so much. With Junkrat, they can consider a Stitches here. I don't know if that's their flavor, but they can consider the Stitches with the Chattering Teeth and stuff. Nah, they're gonna go ETC Anduin. They're just going straight simple. Also, ETC does have Block Party level 1, so it's really, really nice into the Tracer damage. She eats through the stacks, but still, I mean, it's Block Party can deny some of the incoming damage. What are we gonna be getting here though on the right side? Last 2 picks. With the Tracer, I feel like they should go dive heavy. Pick up like a Diablo, and then maybe... Actually, no, they could go for like Muradin, and then a nice Burst Mage.
Tremble before me.
No! Okay, it's all dive. There was a small bit of me that was like, oh man, they could go Diablo Greymane and go super dive heavy with Tracer. I was like, nah, they won't do that. And here I am doubting myself. I should stop doing that. Last pick on the left side. Gul'dan would work with this composition really well. Horrify is a great pushback tool. Gust could be considered if they want to do false stat, but I love the Gul'dan on the left. The Horrify would give you boss control. Gul'dan or false stat is what I'd like to see.
Finally.
Alarak again. Alright, I'm not upset with Alarak games. Let's get into it. Are we gonna see the brooms and dustpans out from Storm League Enjoyers, or will Rip have a casual 3-0 in their first best of 5 today? Let's find out together. Yeah, I'm not upset about more Alarak either, Freaky. I am not upset about more Alarak, personally. It's like when you get to see Kael'Thuzad. Like, I love seeing Kael'Thuzad. And we never get to see him. He's such a cool combo mage, and we just don't see that very often, so... Yo, what's up, Spartan? Good to see you, bud. Happy Saturday. Left side of the map is going to be Rip up in this best of 5 series, looking for a clean 3-0 to go to the upper bracket finals later on today. We've got Azurite on the Junkrat, Sven Hogger, Krankle ETC, Hygal will be your Alarak, and we got Vac on the Anduin. Right side of the map is going to be Storm League Enjoyers. You got an Itrax Greymane, Malfurion to be played by Mac. Ariana's the Tracer, Mopsio Diablo, and in bottom lane, Raizu playing Dahaka. ETC Guitar Hero level 1. We've got the Discord Strike upgrade, which is actually an auto attack talent. Hitting an enemy hero with Discord Strike grants 40% attack speed and cause basic attacks to deal 50%, to heal for 50% of the damage dealt for 4 seconds. Hogger on the prowl. We have got your Even-Handed Blessing, Guitar Hero ETC, and extra round timers. Dahaka with Tissue Regeneration, Soul Shield Diablo, Emerald Dreams. Got Viciousness and Tracer rounds level 1. Alarak charge plus Light Bomb combo. Wow, wow, wow. What's up, Hodgeno? Good to see you today, bud. Uh-oh. Sven in bottom lane will be taken down. First blood over to the side of Storm League Enjoyers. Oh, that's the first step in a good reverse sweep. As no! Alarak will take down Dahaka. A little PVZ action in bottom lane. Stomp from Diablo, getting some vision on the left-hand side. Anduin will back off from that. Little Divine Star goes in as well. Leap of Fate to pull Alarak to safety. 103 sadism from that kill, but here comes Hogger back in the engagement, looking to bounce in. ETC is on the point. Hogger with some staggering blow potential locks Dahaka down, and he'll be taken out as well. Sustained damage in bottom lane onto the wave from Tracer, but Hyga looking to push up a bit further. ETC fishing for a power slide, nothing found there. Overpower onto one of the Siege Giants to move it into tower shot range. Pulse Bomb lands onto Alarak. He gets a quick heal from Anduin and a Regeneration Globe. Malfurion root zones. Junkrat still working on double soak. Power slide. Tracer blinks away. Hogger was finishing the camp in mid lane. Mopsio engages a little deep there. Pushed back by the telekinesis. No chastise to connect. And no piercing light level 4. It's going to be the upgrade on Divine Star with Moral Compass for the 1.1 range increase, but also firing an attack at the apex. Alarak with Show of Force, so his max sadism currently can be 150, 30 from baseline, 20 from Show of Force. Dahaka with Hero Stalker level 4. Hogger continues with Hogger's Joggers, sorry. Apologies, looks like ETC was able to take down the Tracer in top lane. Diablo Shadow charges up just to be able to get the gems from the lane, sorry. Soul to Flame level 4, trying to get some damage onto the wave and pick up a Solar 2 off of Junkrat. Alright, Alright, Dahaka was trying to find a dragon bottom, but no connection on the enemy. Both teams have the available turn-in with 50 of the 50 held. Literally. Obviously, it's a little different now, but there you go. It's a few more on the Junkrat here, as he will be able to get another wave at top, and not a priority for the Webweaver just yet. Or I think he was just getting the wave. Yeah, okay, so Azurite will get this. No interrupt onto them. Power slide from ETC finds two. Alarak with the telekinesis. There's going to be a root, a concussion mine. Diablo split from the team, and he'll drop a good, what, 16 gems, I think? Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 16. That's a really nice kill before the objective facing. Greymane lunges back onto Alarak and ETC. Is there a power slide? Is there a chastise? Telekinesis, silence, chastise, ETC. They don't get the kill onto... I can't believe it. I thought they would have stepped up for that. That would have been so many gems lost because no one was around to pick those up. Wow. Power slide follows up the telekinesis once again. The chastise coming out from Anduin. Tracer steps up. The root from Malfurion to zone has expired. Top lane Webweaver cleared away. Mid lane Webweaver fairly healthy here, pushing up onto the fort past the gate. ETC slowing down the rotation. We do currently have Alarak chilling out of vision. He's going to go for the Discord strike on the Tracer. Telekinesis misses, but they still get the kill. Greymane with 30 gems. Concussion Mine blasts him away from the enemies, as the Death Wave does get a decent chunk of damage. Fear and healing coming through. ETC trying to body block onto the Diablo. The Chastise will connect the Telekinesis as well. Discord strike, and Mopsio just gets taken down. Another Concussion Mine pushing Greymane further away, but a mid lane fort to go down and a multitude of kills is humongous to the side of Rip. And Heroics are going to be here in just a moment on the left side, of course, with the 5 kill advantage. We'll take a look at those. They still need another 15 gems currently, a little less now as Alarak picks up a few in bottom lane for another Webweaver turn-in. The enemy team does have enough. Tracer misses the Pulse Bomb onto Sven in top lane. Light Bomb, Deadly Charge, Shockwave, ETC Mosh Pit, and Riptire. Power Slide, Mosh Pit. Dahaka's caught inside. The Riptire coming out. Feels a little bit like the kitchen sink, but they get the kill in the end, and that's the most important part. Also, gems to be dropped. Bottom lane fort is going to take a significant amount of damage. The enemy team's trying to find consolation value in top by getting the fort front gate. They're going to disengage. Greymane with 35 gems still. Getting that kill on Dahaka did drop the available turn-in as well. 47 of the 50. Not many needed, but the fort does go down as mentioned. Another Webweaver to be summoned here. No tag onto the boss, it looks like. Dahaka, by the way, did go Feeding Frenzy level 7, so he's at 2 out of 3, so he's got a 1.25 second cooldown on his drag per auto attack. Augur did tag the camp on the left-hand side. Itty-bitty bounce. Gets really good damage onto this. Cancels with the allies helping out. 7-1 in kills. Webweaver in top lane is going to descend almost on the fort here. And what's going to be the priority push lane? I assume top to get the third fort down. Catapults in all 3 lanes is nice. 5 tissue regeneration, by the way, for the Dahaka as well. 127 sadism. We do have Diablo initiating with the Shadow Charge. No level 13 Curse Bullet. The Lightning Breath as he getting really low. Azurite is not going to get taken down just yet. Pulse Bomb lands into Anduin with the Sticky Bomb. Junkrat will fall. Anduin with a Desperate Prayer. And oh, that's a lot of gems, but Tracer picks them up. The Shockwave connects onto her, and she will go down. Mopsio and Mac back away to the Webweaver. And losing your 2 assassins is just the shutdown in this moment. The death wave from the Webweaver coming through. Alarak Deadly Charge! Alarak Deadly Charge! He'll cancel it, okay. Wait a minute. Light Bomb? Good read from Dahaka. Diablo comes in with the Shadow Charge of his own, but that's going to be no kill onto him. Top lane fort does go down. And 13 will be picked up on the left-hand side. We do have Blade of the High Lord. So Alarak's max sadism right now can be 190. 30 from baseline, 20 from level 4, and 40 from level 13. ETC waiting for someone to step up a little too much for the power slide initiation, but thinks better of it. I wonder if Raizu knew how close to death they were just now. Boss is going to be tagged for top lane. No Webweaver available turn in for the right side team for Storm League Enjoyers as they have 29 of 50. The same can be said for Rip as they have 17 of 60, but they do get the boss. That'll head to top lane, keep front gate. Pretty sure Alaric was preparing that charge in full vision. I do believe he was like right here, so yes-ish. Leap of Faith, Light Bomb charge, Mopsio hit with that one. There's going to be Moshpit from ATC, Lightning Breath cooking up the cow. Staggering Blow and Malfurion does have the Tranquility activated, but Malfurion's the first one to fall. That's going to be Sven trying to back away from Greymane. Hog Wild doesn't work out. Alarak Sadism 141 tries to back away. The autos are pretty good. The Grenade and Splash will not take down the High Lord. Meanwhile, boss is still pushing top lane. But yeah, the sidewall, I'm not 100% sure. No, you do have vision inside of there. You definitely have vision. Yeah, because that's no vision. That is vision. So absolutely, Alarak was doing that in complete vision of the enemy. In case Igo doesn't know, they were seen there. I completely forgot about the sidewall and, the gate vision. Alright, well, boss up in 345. Bottom lane Siege Giants are being tagged by Azerite. 52 of the 50 are held, and Storm League Enjoyers. DC is going to be bopped back. I thought it was pronounced Ridzu or versus Rise. I don't know, man. In English, RY can be Rye. So I don't know, man. I'm just doing my best to cast. I've heard it. I've heard Ridzu. That's what I go with. Extra wound timers. Alarak with mocking strikes, imposing presence, glyph of faith, headbanger for your hogger. So just currently holding position around the turn ends, looking for a fight. Of course, with the talent tier advantage, but the enemy team's not going to give it, so it's just literally safe soaking. It's pronounced Ridzu. I don't believe chat at all. I don't know who to, I don't believe chat. Your name is Hajdino. I've actually heard your name pronounced Hajdino. I've heard your name pronounced differently as well. Because H-A-J, at least in English, is Haj. This is what Detroit public school education gets you. And I guess some Catholic school. Well, it's a 5-kill difference, and we have 16s finally on the right side. Boss up in a minute 30. Still waiting for turn-in from the right side team. It's not my fault that people don't know how to spell it. A little bit of poke goes in. No, my favorite is there's someone who used to come to the stream a lot, Kage Kiri, but it's spelled Cage Kiri. It's literally spelled like cage. But I think it's like an anime thing where it's Kage. So, you know, like, I don't know, man. I'm just doing my best. I'm just trying my best, chat. Red Webweavers will descend on the right side. Let's see what we got going on with this, though. How much value can it actually achieve? Bottom lane is pushed up quite a bit. Little Alarak, telekinesis. This is why everyone should just have easy names. Like Bahamut. Which actually isn't true because when I raid people, they're like, Bahamut, thanks for the raid. You know? Red Web Weavers will push up into mid lane, get the gate down here, but I don't think they're going to get any major structures. There is a bit of a scuffle, though, in this small corridor. I was waiting to see if maybe Diablo initiates. Not going to be the case. 147 saves for the Alarak. The Leap of Faith onto Junkrat's going to be a Kaimo cleanse. And CTC pushing people around, drops the Mosh to zone. Isolation comes out, the Tranquility from Malfurion with that light bomb, and Alarak is getting pulled and bopped around. He tries to back away with telekinesis, but will be taken down. Sven falls as well. Diablo making some critical plays for the allies here as a fishing drag is attempted by Dahaka with the elongated tongue. And they get their first structure of the map. Maybe, just maybe, those kills, this boss and turn-in could be the turning moment in this map number 3. I'm sorry I was born Slavic, God forgive me. Well, see, here's the thing. I got nothing against that. It's when you expect people who don't speak your base language to know the pronunciations of things for your language when they don't, you know? Like, that'd be like me, an American speaker, expecting you to pronounce things perfectly. I don't. I was raised by 2 immigrants, I know. That's the hard part about casting and you know, internet stuff is like, something can be made by a German person and there's a German pronunciation, but an NA person's not gonna get that. First bullet goes out. We got a Rip Tire from Junkrat connecting onto a few. Diablo comes up with the Shadow Charge. The Web Weavers are still being descended. They're still descending in the lanes. The drag from Dahaka into the boss stun as Hogger tries to create space with the Shockwave, but it's not going to be enough, and ETC does go down. Alarak with the Telekinesis. Oh yeah, no, I'm not making a comment to you. This is just a general sort of thing from me and my experience of casting. Are they going for it? I don't blame them to try and take this to a map number 4. Alarak, Light Bomb, Counter Strike, Mopsio is to Hellgate to back away. Hogger bouncing around, actually lands on the safe side of all of this. Junkrat, big bulls almost take people down. Yeah, it was just a general comment, and you know, some people expect you to say everything perfectly, and you just can't do that. When you're saying like a few hundred words per hour, you're bound to mess something up. All right. Fire Stomp scouts out the ETC, face melt to push them back. The loudspeaker push actually interrupted Diablo, I think, right there. Either way, though, hi, welcome to the stream. I'll do my best to remember your name. Mopsio, Shadow Charge on, so 1. There's a root from Malfurion. ETC drops the Mosh. The Torbus level 20! Alarak Light Bomb comes through afterwards. Dahaka gets caught. The Riptire comes through, and Malfurion, the first one to go down. No control from Hogger, as this fight is absolutely in control from the members of RIP. They think about chasing Diablo, and they think, you know what, we could just win right here, right now. Mid keep will be taken down. Uh-oh, is this the first one of the day? Mopsio Hellgates to the side. Power slide auto. Picked up by the members of RIP, and Storm League enjoyers will fall to the lower bracket. Oh, wait. Map number 3. And this best of 5 goes over to Rip. GG. Well played. Is there a better hot snack than fresh cheese and crackers? Pizza? I'm gonna go with pizza. And I know you said snack. But pizza can also be a snack. Bucky's nuts of various flavors. Kel, I busted open the standard salted caramel Bucky's nuts. I had to literally like stop myself. I had to tell myself to stop eating them. I had to literally stop myself. Is pizza snack? That's more of a meal. No, I mean, like, look, if you just cut the pizza into small slices, it's a snack, right?
This cosmic
Oh, shit.
dance of bursting decadence and withheld permissions twists all our arms collectively, but if sweetness can win, and it can, then I'll still be here tomorrow to high-five you yesterday, my friend. Peace.